What's poppin' South Korea? This is your DJ Brian Ju here in the studio live, and you're listening to TBS efm. Now, I hope everyone's 3-day weekend was good because, as you guys know, I had a 0-day weekend because even though weekend is the word we use for Saturdays, Sundays, even Fridays, I technically did not have a day off because if I'm not with you guys, I'm on stage doing a musical or TV recordings. So, I mean, I hope you guys had a more relaxing weekend than I did because right now is actually my relaxing period to be here in the studio to entertain you guys. But, I'm not complaining that I didn't have a weekend. I'm just telling you guys what my weekend was like. And it's a little bit different from the, everyday other average Joe who have the weekends off. But I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. But right now, it's time for me to start the week off with Brian Ju, of course. My way, my style. Anyways, you guys are wondering when the next day off is. It's probably Thursday, June 6th, so that's about 2.5 weeks away. So I just want to tell you guys to hang in there. And of course, you can always start your morning commute for the next 2.5 weeks by listening to This Morning, the show right before ours, and then finish off your commute with us here, of course, at What's Poppin'. Anyways, we got to get into the word of the day. And today's auto shouldn't be that difficult. Yes, you guys were really taking things too deep with the word of the day. So with the first song, the hint is it's less extreme than usual. So let's not think of it too difficultly. Alrighty, check it out. This is Earth, Wind, and Fire with Evil. That was Earth, Wind, and Fire with Evil, and you're listening to What's Poppin' on TBS efm, and our show is brought to you today by LG Electronics, Sempio Food Company, Hyundai Motor Company, SK Telecom, and Outback Steakhouse. And we'll be right back after a word from our sponsor. Welcome back to What's Poppin' with Brian Ju. We're on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas, and GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, how do you get in contact with us? It's pretty simple here at What's Poppin'. We're live today, so you can call the studio at 02-778-1013 or send us a text at sharp or pound 1013 for a charge of 51. Or you can send us a tweet at EFM Poppin' or simply email us at efmpoppin@gmail.com. Or also you can send us a message on Kakao Talk if you add TBS EFM as a plus friend. Also, two other announcements. If you want to join us for our open studio that airs every Friday, it'll be recorded every Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. So please send us an email to efmpoppin@gmail.com with your name, telephone number, and other information that you would like to add in detail. So our writer Eugene can get in contact with you so you guys can actually reserve a spot on that day. And also, we have a special announcement for our friends from K-Popular. Many of the listeners of our show are still fans of K-Popular, of course. And today, K-Popular, of course, my good friends Min and Crystal, aka As One, will be having an open studio at Ewha Women's University at the Haksengwan. And the show will be live, so get there before 12. And today, they'll have 3 different musical guests. Those will be Electro Boys, Yoo Sung-woo, Eric Nam. So remember, that's at 12 today, 12 noon at Ewha University's Haksengwan for K-Popular. So go check it out. Even if you're my fans in Korea, please go support Min and Crystal. It's a great program. I know you guys are going to have a great time. And look, you guys have 3 live musical guests. It's going to be a blast. Log into music, log into 101.3. All right, enough of that. Anyways, we got to get into the word of the day. Now, the first song of the day was by Earth, Wind, and Fire, and it was called Evil. Now, a lot of people are probably thinking, oh, the word is evil. No, the hint I gave you guys was less extreme. So what's that mean? Less extreme version of evil. Infamous, notorious. Actually, notorious isn't that, less extreme. Nefarious. What words were you thinking? You guys tweeted us. I haven't checked it yet, but I know a lot of you guys are thinking something really bad, but guess what? It was easier than what a lot of people are thinking right now. So it's less than good and less than evil, but what could it be? Hint, Michael Jackson song? Yes, today's word is bad. And sometimes bad could be the opposite. A lot of people think that bad actually has to be, oh, that's bad, but no. At the 1980s, it popped up in slang. A lot of people use it in conversation. So you could be like, oh, have you been to the new skater shop? Yeah, dude, it's bad. So bad could be rad, bad could be cool. So I just want you guys to, come up with songs that have that word in it. And, of course, like I said, we're live today. So if you send in requests, we're going to play that for you guys in the second half of our show. But like I said, Even though bad could be rad, the next song we want to play for you guys, bad means actually bad. Yes. And this song is a great song by three lovely, talented women who are not together as a group anymore. But once I play this song, y'all know who it is. You know who's in the group at least. This is Destiny's Child with Bad Habit. That was Destiny's Child with Bad Habit. Now, coming up on today's show, in the second half of today's show, we're going to be taking all our listeners' requests. And remember, you can send them through Twitter, text, or even by calling us. And since we're live, you might be on air with me today. So keep that in mind and give us a call at 02-778-1013. And right now we're blowing up on Twitter. Serena Chong, who was recently here, left Korea yesterday to go back to Singapore, wrote, "Good morning, greeting from hot and sunny Singapore, Brian G Music. I had a great time in Seoul last week, especially watching your musical. Love it." Thank you very much. You had a great time. I had a great time. And thank you for coming to Korea. She was also part of our open studio and everything. So we had a blast with her. Also, we have May Ann. She wrote, please play MJ's song Bad, since that is the word up word of the day. B, if you can. B, I'd appreciate it. Well, we'll keep that in mind, but of course you guys know it's not all up to me. It's got to be up to the writers and the producers, so we'll keep that in mind. I know they're hearing me. Also, Ebony wrote, "Hi Brian, I want to dedicate a song to you as I think of you before yourself on the show. Can you please play Thank You by Kim Hyun-jung?" We'll keep that in mind. Like I said, we don't know what we have in our system, but we'll keep everything on the roster for y'all. But right now we're going to get to the next song. And the next song, I bet you didn't know was by who it was. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. But what I mean is, when you hear the song, you think back to when it came out. And think this was done by a one-hit wonder artist. But turns out, no, it's not. It's by none other than Miss Gloria Estefan. And, she's not one-hit wonder. She's a superstar. She's a diva. And the song was one of her earlier hits from the mid-1980s. And it's not very characteristic of her to sing songs that sound so bubblegummy, but she did. So if you don't know what I mean, check it out. Listen to this song. Actually, there's going to be two songs connected. And the first song is by Miss Gloria Estefan called Bad Boy. And, of course, the connecting song, which will be the last song of the first half of our show, requested by many, many people on Twitter, texts, everything online right now, is, of course, Mr. Michael Jackson's Bad. So check it out. That's Gloria Estefan, Bad Boy, Michael Jackson, Bad. And I'll be back with the second part of our show. Welcome back to What's Poppin' on TBS efm. This is your DJ Brian Ju, and the second half of our show is brought to you by LGU+, LG Household and Healthcare, Asiana Airlines, Korean Air, and Soul Milk. And we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Now it's time for Paparazzi here on What's Poppin'. This is an update on a previous paparazzi story. You may remember a few weeks back we talked about Ozzy Osbourne and his wife Sharon Osbourne splitting up. She ended up checking into a hotel room, and according to friends, she didn't want to go back to be with Ozzy because he had a relapse and was going back to his old drug habits. All right, well, great news for the couple. They were seen having lunch together yesterday, and according to TMZ, they were getting really cozy together. And then later last night, there was a red carpet event that Ozzy was invited to. And of course, those kind of events, you can't go alone. You got to bring a date. And there she was, Sharon Osbourne, hand in hand with Ozzy. She said she won't consider getting back together with him until he proves he can be completely sober again. Well, it looks like Ozzy has cleaned up, because Ozzy, who had previously moved out of the house as well after their split up, has moved back into the family home. And Ozzy wrote on his Facebook as well, "Sharon and I are not divorcing." And I hope this helps the couple realize that even though everyone makes mistakes, of course, love is stronger than all of that. And, let bygones be bygones. People made mistakes, but love is strong. So there's no word on whether or not they're completely over their problems, if they're getting back together, if Sharon's leaving for good. But you know what? It looks like Sharon is ready to get back with Ozzy and give him another chance. So good luck with that, Ozzy. Be good to your woman, because what they say, happy wife, happy life. So check it out. This is Ozzy Osbourne with Mama, I'm Coming Home. That was Ozzy Osbourne with Mama, I'm Coming Home. Great song, and I hope Sharon Osbourne heard that one, because, people are trying. Love is stronger than this. You guys can get over these, mishaps in your life. And I'm pretty sure Ozzy didn't, choose his old ways, his old habits to hurt you. He was being selfish at that, that very moment, of course. And he wasn't really thinking about you. And then finally he realizes, you know what? I'm hurting my wife. I'm hurting my girl. and that's why he's slowly cleaning up his act. So I hope you guys get back together and work things over, and it stays Mr. Ozzy and Mrs. Sharon Osbourne. With that said, right now we're blowing up on Twitter, so I got to go over these Twitter comments. If not, I know I'm going to lose some listeners. We have some great requests. Also, Ong Ni, she wrote, "Good morning. Thanks, Brian, and what's poppin' family. I had a great time in your musical and open studio as well. So awesome. Love, Ka." Well, thank you, Ong Ni. And if you guys don't know who Ong Ni is, she's from Thailand, and she was also in Korea over this past weekend, and last week, actually, not just the weekend, but last week, and she came to our open studio, came to my musical twice, gave me some beautiful flowers. So thank you very much, and good to know you got back to Thailand safe and sound. Also, Brian Ju Singapore wrote, "Good morning, Brian Ju Music. Glad you found your lost phone. Phew. Merry Request Bad Boy by Big Bang." Well, thank you very much. Yes, over the weekend, I did lose my phone. I thought I lost my phone or got stolen, but it happens to be that one of my friends and I had the same exact backpack. And when we were out just hanging out, and I slipped my phone into his bag, but he went to work all day, and he had to turn his phone off, and my phone was on vibrate, so obviously he didn't hear my phone, and I freaked out for no reason, so thank God for having my phone back. But right now, I want to get to a song, of course, and it's requested by Poo Ah. And this is a great song by my boy Tablo. And it's not just him himself. It's actually featuring Poppin. And all y'all 21 fans out there, you know Poppin. She's a talented singer. So check it out. This is Tablo featuring Poppin with Napuda. Once again, that was Tablo featuring Poppin with Napuda. And right now we have a caller online. TBS efm, what's poppin'? Who am I speaking to?
It's Maliana. Hi, B. Good morning.
Maliana, can you actually introduce yourself once again, your name and where you're from for all the listeners out there?
Hello, listeners. It's Maliana from Brisbane in Australia.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for calling again.
Welcome.
So, a question to you is, what do you feel bad about? Like, you can use bad either way. It could be bad as in bad or bad as in, cool.
I don't feel bad about anything.
Okay. I mean, let's see, what's coming up? We got the summer coming up. For you, it's probably getting colder in Australia, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's freezing this morning.
Freezing? How cold is freezing for you guys?
When I left this morning.
How cold was it?
8 degrees.
8 degrees? 8 degrees? That is pretty cold, actually. Because right now we're in our, double digits here with the weather. We're in the 23s,
well, it's going to
25s.
22, but they're still cold.
22 is cold for you?
Oh, hell yeah.
Why? 8 degrees is cold, but
I'm
20...
used to living in the tropics.
Oh, but, we here in Korea, we're slowly getting ready to, bring in the really, really hot weather. Because, as you know, Korea gets really hot and humid. And last week, it was beautiful, but, of course, some of the days was scorching hot. And I can tolerate that. But how humid does it get in Australia?
Let's see, over summer, I think we got closest to 35. That's divine.
35 degrees in Australia?
Yeah.
Is that with humidity, or is it, dry out there?
Depending on where you're living. I live in Brisbane, so it was not so humid. The further north you go, it's more damp heat. It's horrible.
Okay. Well,
I do have one bad thing that I did last week.
What bad thing?
But it was a bad good.
Is this something that you're allowed to say on air?
Hair.
Okay, good. You cut your hair because I don't want people.
40 centimeters of hair.
40 centimeters of hair. Wait, how long was your hair before?
40, 50, about 55 centimeters.
55
long.
Centimeters, so it's right above your hip area.
Yeah.
And now it's up to your what?
I donated it to the Cancer Foundation. So.
Oh, so it's not a bad thing. It's a great thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's bad in a good way.
Yeah. So wait, how long is your hair now? Not in centimeters, but is it up to your shoulder, a little bit longer?
No, it's shorter.
Shorter than your shoulders?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It's the pixie cut.
Okay. Well, I mean, put it this way. I know a lot of people think, oh, I want my long hair, my beautiful flowing hair. But nowadays, I think women with short hair, that's hot. That's sexy.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, I didn't physically see what your hair looks like, but I know it's pretty hot. I'm pretty sure it's bad. It's sexy. So don't feel too bad about it because you did.
Now.
I mean, that's the good thing about hair. It grows back. So just give it time. Be patient with it. Yes. And before we get off the line with you, is there any shout outs or anything you want to say on the radio?
Just a big shout out to the BFFs and whoever's listening in Brisbane.
Okay.
And to Eugene, thank you.
Well, you're welcome on behalf of Eugene and also all the BFFs. I want to say thank you as well for always being so supportive and always reminding me where I come from. So that means a lot to me. And Maliana, I know that you pre-requested Bad Boy by Big Bang, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Alrighty, well, we have that set up for you right now. So thank you once again for calling and being so supportive. And hopefully one day I get to meet you in person.
One day.
One day. Keep our fingers crossed.
All right, no problem. B, have a good day.
Thank you very much. You have a wonderful day
Thanks,
yourself. Bye-bye. Once again, that was Maliana from Brisbane. And she not dedicated. She requested Bad Boy by Big Bang. Oh, wow. We have two YG songs back to back. Check it out, y'all. This is Big Bang with Bad Boy. That was Big Bang with Bad Boy. That's a great song. You know, we got our boy Top and all we got G-Dragon doing their thing as a group, you know. They're always doing their little solo careers and stuff like that, solo albums. But I always feel like with Big Bang, they sound great together. You know, I feel like they're an unstoppable group of guys when they're together. And the vibe that they bring to the stage and the screen and the music they create is so, you know, it's Big Bang. You can't go wrong with Big Bang, and I think that's the reason why they're so big overseas and worldwide, and they're a huge part of our K-pop world, this K-pop phenomenon. So right now, I just want to let you guys know, bad news. It's time to end our show. Yes, it is. But stick around because we have another show after this, and we have tomorrow. We have Mr. Michael Jones. He's actually going to be talking about some new album. So if you want to find out, you guys have to tune in tomorrow. But right now we have a song request. It's going to be the last song of the hour. This is from Rhea Butler, who is an avid listener, of course. We want to thank avid listeners all the time for their awesome requests. This is Carl Carlton with She's a Bad Mama Jama. So check it out.